Today we're speaking with former Congressman John Porter. He is Chairman of Research America and Acting Chairman of the Foundation for the National Institutes of Health. He is the recipient of the 2011 AACR Award for Distinguished Service and Global Impact in Cancer and Biomedical Research. Thank you so much for joining us.
Oh, not at all.
During your 20 years in Congress, you were a truly incredible advocate for investing in biomedical research. Would you discuss why this critical issue rose to the top of your agenda?
Well, it rose to the top of my agenda, Michelle, partly because my father was a victim of polio at a very young age. And he suffered his whole life wearing a brace on his leg. And in 1950, I think it was, the Salk vaccine was discovered and, of course, saved the future generations from the iron lungs and the braces and the heartache and pain of polio. So who wouldn't be a believer in biomedical research?
In 1995, you successfully lobbied leaders of the House of Representatives to avoid cuts to the NIH and also to eventually double the NIH budget. What were the secrets to your success then, and what advice do you have for cancer researchers and cancer research advocates today?
One of the secrets of our success was we got 4 Nobel laureates to join 5 businessmen and go in and see the speaker. And so researchers were at the table saying, this is important to our country, this is important to our people, this is important to our health. Cancer researchers can have a huge impact. They're the most respected people in America. What they say is listened to, but they have to get out and say it. And it is my purpose in being here is to try to motivate people to really use the talents that God gave them beyond their talents in research, their talents as a human being and an advocate and a citizen of this great country, and impact the public policy and make a difference.
What are your thoughts on the big picture of what would happen immediately and long term if research at the NIH and other federal agencies that support science is not adequately funded?
Immediately, a lot of young people in this country would not see a career path. And how can we have momentum in research? Research requires momentum. It requires providing the resources so that we can have the research done. And if young people don't see a path to a future, they're going to go elsewhere. They're going to go elsewhere, and we're going to lose all that we've gained. And I think that's probably the most important thing is to support our young people in this country and make certain that the future is a bright one for them and for their families. And this is where it really matters. Of course, it's going to set back the momentum of research. It's going to set back discovery. It's going to slow everything. That is a given, but I'm most worried about the young researchers and what it will mean to their future and to the future of the whole of research in America.
Do you have any advice or messages for Congress as it weighs numerous budget priorities?
Yeah. Grow up. There's so many political games being played these days. I think these kinds of cuts that the House of Representatives put in the last CR are absolutely mindless. They're just cutting without understanding what they're doing. And it is time that the political games stop. It's time that the education process begin and they understand what they're doing and what implications there are to it. And step up and have the courage to address the real problem, which is the entitlements. And we can address those problems and do it in a humane and good way. Lots of people receiving Medicare. I'm on Medicare. Do I need it? No. I mean, they could easily have addressed this a long time ago, and we just need to say, sit down, work together, find common ground, and get this problem solved, get our economy going again, and get the debt problem behind us, and start acting as responsible adults, and stop playing politics, and start having the courage to represent the country instead of the party.
As Chairman of Research America, you continue this important work. Would you discuss your current mission and goals?
Research America's mission has changed over time. It began in 26 years ago. It began to support medical research and funding for NIH. We kind of took up where Mary Lasker left off. And of course, we educate and advocate for medical research and have for the last 20 years, and it's grown. And it's a 500-member organization today, including professional societies, academic health centers, voluntary health organizations like AACR and others. But we've also understood, as science has understood, that we no longer do things with just biologists in a laboratory. We need bioarray engineers. We need computer specialists. We need mathematicians. Sometimes we need chemists. Often we need them. Physicists. And science is much broader now, and the funding of all science is important to us, although NIH remains our principal focus, and CDC, I might add, as well. And so Research America continues its strong advocacy role as the leading advocacy. We're really a pure advocacy organization. We don't have any one particular niche, it's all. And NIH remains our big focus, but we also understand that NSF is important and other funding for science in the other agencies. The Energy Department, Science, Defense Department does a great deal of research. We need to broaden our base, and we have.
Congressman Porter, thank you so much.
Oh, you're welcome, Michelle. Thank you.